Yeah. Hey. I joked a couple episodes ago about getting crook. And I did, didn't I? Now I've had a week off work. And I'm bloody a week behind getting all this done. But have a go at this. If there's one thing I love more than a good fender, and that is a Maton. A beautiful Maton. Look at this. Old Maton. Lovely, lovely. So what's going on? We're going to put some new strings on it, but oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Righto. So yeah, we're going to sort that out. Something different. We're going to fix this. Bridge is lifted, left in a hot vehicle. That's what happens. That's what happens. Man, I love Matons. Yeah. You know what's really cool? Do you want to see something? Watch this. Hey, the man himself. Come on, let's do it. Let's sort it out. Righto, what's the plan? Just bear with me, I'm still a bit croaky, still a bit nasally. It's been a rough week. I've got the little one here today, so we've got Peppa Pig going in the background for a little bit on and off maybe. But anyway, the plan is we've got to get this off. We've got to get that off. So this is something that happens with acoustics when after a few seasons, especially on cheaper ones, they start to lift off a little bit, or can start to lift off a little bit, especially when they've been in a hot room or whatnot. They, on the cheaper ones, they sort of spray the clear coat on and then glue the bridge on, you know, and that is not ideal. You always want to glue wood to wood. I guarantee you that's not what's happened here, because this is a Maton and they do things properly. I'll pull that off and there'll be bare wood under there. I can guarantee it. You know those sun shields you get for your car, those cheapy sun shields, you can get those silver ones. You can actually get those and you cut the shape of your bridge out so that it slips over the top, and then that insulates the rest of the guitar, and then you can just borrow your mum's clothes iron, and you sit it on the bridge and heat it up and melt that glue. That's pretty well what's happened, is the glue's just melted under tension and it's lifted this bridge up. So yeah, we're going to do that. Then we're going to get rid of all the old glue that'll be there on the bridge and on the actual body itself. We'll sand all that, get all that ready. Then you clamp it on using one of these things. It's upside down. It looks like it's going to come off really easy anyway, to be quite honest, but I would normally heat that up and then you use just an artist knife, one of those palette knives, and you just work your way along and see, look at that. This is going to come off really, yeah, this is going to come off really easy, which is good. This should be a quick one. Yeah, but you know, I'll stop bit by bit and just give you a rundown on what we're doing, so you can see what's going on. We'll get this glued on using tight bond glue only for something like this. Nothing else will do. Not at all, Maton. Alright, let's get this bridge off. Goodness gracious. Ta-da! See? Wood! It's a little piezo. So we're just going to clean all that. We'll give all that a sand up. Sand all that. I like that they've got these locating pins here. That makes it easier to glue back on when it gets to that stage. Sometimes acoustics won't have those, but you can just get things like this. So once you've glued it down, you can poke that down through there, and it just stops it from moving around. But yeah, thank goodness we've got locating pins. I put the tape there so to try and protect scraping that body, but the knife just kept wanting to go under it anyway. But she's all right. There's no marks there. Done a good job. Cool. Alrighty, let's clean that up. Alright, well, I'm thinking of it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this very successfully. I've taken the bizzo off that so I can sand it a bit smoother. I don't know if you can see that, but there's actually a slight curve to that bridge, which is what's supposed to be, it's meant to be there. This does have a little bit of belly bulge, it's what they call belly bulge, where this part here is pulled up a little bit. It's you meant to have a little bit. The top of the acoustics aren't actually flat; they do actually curve. But I don't know if you can see that real well. A little bit there. I might try and get rid of a little bit of that. We'll see. We will see. When it comes to acoustics, this is about as far as my expertise goes. Something on the outside. If there's anything wrong underneath here, inside there, no, that's not me. That's someone else fixes that one. Here we go. You can see almost like the pencil marks. How cool is that? I'm going to sand all that back to the wood, get all that glue off. Same with that. You can actually put sandpaper on stick it to the top of this, just to keep that little radius going, clean it up. Anyway, we'll see how we go, eh? We'll see how we go. Well, I've been sanding that with my little block. Yeah. Now that that's off there, looking at that belly bulge there, that's yeah. Remember when I said Maton do things properly? I don't know about this. There seems to be too much taken out of there, but that's how they decided to do this. So I don't really think about that, what I'm going to do there, but I need to do something about that belly bulge. You can't see it on the camera really, but yeah, we're going to have to get some bit of moisture in there over a few days, I think, and try and get that sorted out. The joys of acoustic guitars. They're big wooden boxes that don't like drying out because they do wacky things. They do wacky things when they dry out. Anyway, what the... See? She's nice and straight. So that's sounded. I've just been doing that. That's all schmick. All schmicky schmick. So what am I going to do? I've been thinking about this, and I think I need to. I've got an idea to hydrate this body a little bit. See if we can get rid of some of that. I've been thinking. I've got this old soundboard from a. Yeah, I know. Keep stuff. Keep everything. I cut it out of an old crappy acoustic to keep the bridge. But I've got soundboard there, and I'm just toying around with the idea of actually cutting a section out of that, and hang on, let me see if I can show you here. So the actual bridge plate on this is like, you know, it's wafer thin really. So, and it goes to back about here and comes about about 5mm into where that blue tape is, like this. So I wonder whether I cut a section out of that, and actually I've got those clamps that go in here. I bought them ages ago, and I don't really use them all that much because, to be quite honest, I don't do a lot of acoustic stuff, you've probably noticed. But, I mean, I've got them here somewhere, hiding under this mess bench. So I'm thinking of gluing in a whole section just to reinforce that. And I'll have to re-drill the holes and cut that out, but that's fine, that's easy. But the other reason is so that I can actually glue a little section in there on top of it, so that when I put it in, it'll actually fill up that bit that's all come out. I might try and get a bit of hardwood or something, the tiniest little cube, and just glue it in there, clamp it all down. But before we do that, I need to get this sorted out. So what I'm going to do is the old trick. I'm going to sit this in here like that with this. Damp this, damp, not wet, just have it damp. And that's going to sit in that tray inside there. And then I'm just going to plug that sound hole up, sit it in its case, and leave it maybe 3 or 4 days. I know that means I'm going to have it here longer, and I haven't sort of mentioned that to the guys who own this yet, but I think I kind of need to do it. You can kind of tell it's dried out a bit, the whole thing. But just to get rid of a little bit of that bump. Like I said, it's not that bad. It's just probably a bit more than I think it needs. I mean, if we look at this, any guesses as to what brand of guitar this is, by the way? Have a bloody good guess what brand of guitar this is. So this is a relatively well-built good... Everyone's got their opinions, haven't they? And if you look at that, I mean, it's doing it as well anyway. But I just think there's a little bit too much here, especially where the bridge sits. So let's see if we can suck it up, get that to flatten out, then glue that bit in, clamp him down, and then we can get back to working on that bridge. I have sanded that, but I just want to hit it with something slightly more rougher because I think I've gone a bit too smooth. Yeah, I'm going to stick that on there with me bridge clamp. Fingers crossed. It's going to be better than what it was. At the end of the day, that's guaranteed. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to fuddle-duddle around and do that. And chuck it in the case, lock it up, and get back to it in a few days. So that's it for this one. We'll see how we go, eh? Acoustics. Bloody acoustics. Alright. Legends, I really appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the new sound. Hey, got a new microphone set up here thanks to JB. You're a legend, mate. It's a game changer. This has made this so much easier to even edit and just, you know, everyone can hear that. I gotta go. I'm gonna do this and go to bed. I'm gonna get my ass whooped with this, whatever this god awful man flu is. Pardon me. Yeah, I'm way behind with all this stuff. Yeah, I had a feeling this was going to happen. I've got this one, I've got basses. Yeah, I'm going to rack off because I'm rambling. You guys, I love it. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see what we can do here. Get this out of here for this bloke. Yeah. Righto. That's enough. Yeah. That's enough.